Welcome to the 2018 National Western Stock Show. My name is Maddie and I'm a representative from the Colorado Livestock Association. We're so glad you decided to join us today for the tour of the exhibition hall. We're going to be visiting booths based around producers, packers, and consumers and retailers in relation to new and upcoming targeted gene editing technology within our livestock industry. So first, we're going to visit some booths put on by producers within our livestock industry.
Hi, I'm Kayla Frame.
And I'm Nico Menjar.
We run and operate a club lamb operation located in Colorado, and we're wanting to become one of the elite producers within the United States. How can we implement these reproductive technologies to increase the quality of our flock?
Certainly. My name's Jenna Frink and I'm a small ruminant repro specialist. The show lamb industry has been one of the most recent to introduce artificial insemination and embryo transfer within their breeding programs. I strongly encourage using artificial insemination to seek outside genetics and superior sires to increase the genetic viability within your herd. Once you've done that, I'd identify the highest quality potential donor females within your flock and then utilize them to continue down the path of increasing the genetics within your flock.
So Jenna, we currently run about 100 ewes with several still being susceptible to the scrapie gene, and we've done our research on the CRISPR-Cas9 genome editing tool, and I was just wondering, within the future, do you see it aiding and being a potential tool to eliminate the scrapie gene and other genetic defects within the show lamb industry?
Yes, considering the CRISPR-Cas9 gene editing tool has already been successfully utilized within the sheep industry, I can foresee in the near future the possibility of decreasing the prevalence of diseases such as scrapie and even others such as spider.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi there, I'm Carol Platt, and I'm a beef reproduction specialist.
I'm Brady Linnell, owner-operator of Linnell Ranches. So I specialize in producing premium bulls and heifers for large commercial operations. I already implement ET and IVF technology within my herd. What are some other technologies available right now and in the near future that I could use to meet the goals of my most elite bull buyers?
You know, it's great you're already using embryo transfer and in vitro fertilization to bring the most quality and consistent genetics out of your herd. These have been at the forefront of reproduction technologies as the most recent. However, some technologies you can use to further identify areas that you can improve your herd are using high density testing such as HD50K, which allows you to find the areas where your herd excels and could use more work, whether it be in carcass, maternal, or production traits. And from that standpoint, we can take that information and in the near future, hopefully use CRISPR technology to actually edit these genes where your herd excels and implement those where you need them most. And the most important part of this is it will trickle down to your commercial producers to allow the industry to benefit from these increases in growth, efficiency, and disease resistance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sammy Beck and I'm a local consumer. I'm Megan Thornitsgard, a reproduction specialist for a large hog operation. Recently I heard about new gene technology such as CRISPR being utilized in the hog industry, and I was just wondering, why are producers deciding to use this, and are you still going to be producing a safe product? This is an example of a new genome editing technology that we've begun to utilize. Within the hog industry, we're focused on disease prevention and biosecurity. A specific example is porcine respiratory and reproductive syndrome, commonly known as PRRS, due to its susceptibility and prevalence within the industry. In utilizing this technology, CD136 gene-edited pigs are resistant to this disease. This allows us to minimize our vaccine rate, lessen our antibiotic use, and strengthen our health protocol. This just gets us that much closer to providing the best possible care for our livestock and producing a safe and affordable product. Thank you.
Good morning.
Morning, how are you, sir?
Good, yourself?
I'm Matheus Cardoso. I'm a consumer from Brazil, and I'd like to know what kind of feedback have you received about gene-altered livestock from your consumers, domestic and foreign?
Well, Mateus, it's great to have you. And moving on to our packing portion, my name is Michael Simler, and currently I'm an executive for marketing for a large harvester in the United States. And in terms of feedback from both our domestic and foreign consumers, we've had both negative and positive. For us at the plant, we think that this technology in the future can be a great way for us to increase the efficiency, the consistency, and the quality of the livestock we produce and harvest. in terms of making hogs that are less stress resistant, which reduces the number of PSD hogs that we harvested, and also increasing the consistency in cattle long term can certainly help our bottom line, as well as producing a higher quality and more consistent product. That way we can make sure that we expand our foreign markets and help keep our consumers here at home very happy with the product we're producing.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And finally, we'll hear from some retailers and consumers.
Hi, my name is Jeanette Misseri, and I'm a local urban consumer here, and I've heard some information on genetic modification in livestock. So my main concern is how this will affect human health, but also the product availability within stores.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Jeanette. My name's Sam Barker. I work in public relations with local livestock producers in my area. When it comes to GMOs, I understand your concern, especially since new technology can be scary. However, just like normal GMOs, gene editing has been proven to have no effect on human health thus far. When it comes to product availability, with the implementation of this technology, it can hopefully provide better or more product for you in stores.
Definitely, and what are your thoughts on this technology?
When it comes to the livestock industry, livestock health is the most important component to us. And while it will provide more product for you in stores, it will hopefully also improve animal health as well, and that to us is the ultimate goal.
Perfect, thank you.
I hope you all enjoyed our tour today. My name is Conrad Shalkoff, and I'm going to wrap up what we went over today. First of all, we took two producers, and they showed us that using technology advancements such as the CRISPR, we can increase our growth and efficiency. We can also increase genetics, and with that, we can possibly have a higher economic outturn. That then goes to the producers, which is our second area we stopped today, or the packers, and they told us that they can increase consistency and quality within their product while also keeping animal health as their number one concern. And finally, we touched upon the consumers and their concerns with this new technology in the industry, but our specialists told us today that we do keep animal health and human health as our number one priority, and with that, this new technology can be used to increase our livestock within the industry. Does the panel have any questions today?
Talked about all the positives that this can do for producers and for packers and things like that. Are there any negatives? Maybe there's not, but what could be some negatives to this process?
Well, I think one main deal we have is in terms of consumer relations. I know that the dairy industry has used the CRISPR-Cas9 to take the horn gene out of those Holstein cattle. That way they don't have to dehorn those babies. And from our aspect, it looks like a great tool. We don't have to spend the time and money to go and dehorn those cattle. We don't have to dehorn them in the first place, which is a humane standpoint. But from a consumer standpoint, we're still going and, I guess, messing with those livestock. And from their standpoint, I guess that's a little scary. I mean, we're their food source, and at the end of the day, we still need to keep that in mind. Past that, it's still a little bit out there. This is a very expensive technology, and maybe over the years, as we know, technology, as it gets more development and so forth, the price goes down, but that's another negative portion. Is it's very expensive at this point. Hopefully in the future it will be more cost effective where elite breeders can use it and we can help make a lot more genetic improvement in our herds.
Going off of what you just said though, how can we build consumer acceptance and trust in it? We talked about like GMOs, research shows, little or no human health issues. Like we're saying, we potentially see with this as well. So why is GMOs such a hotly debated topic? How do we build the consumer trust?
I think the biggest thing within the industry is building transparency. I think that's a problem that ag industry in general has, is we're not transparent enough with consumers. So I think that if we provided more information, more fact sheets, just reaching out to the public in general, breaking it down, making it simpler to say to the consumers, this is what we're doing, this is why we're doing it, and in the long run it'll be better for you, but it is also better for the animals too. Just being really open with consumers, I think that's what they deserve, since we do feed them and they rely on us and we work together.
I think more than just the broad GMO topic, that CRISPR really has a chance to help show consumers that there is a lot of positive to gene editing and genetic modification, such as how Michael was mentioning the genetic removal of horns in dairy cattle, so they prevent injury. Obviously, is what we can advertise, and also increase disease resilience within cattle and other livestock. So just show the consumers that we're using that, yes, to make more efficient cattle, but also make healthier, happier, better livestock.
All right, that's time. Thank you.
Thank you.